obviously loved you in Hollyoaks, but for loads and loads of people watching today, Footballers' Wives was, oh my goodness, it was one of the best series on TV. So we couldn't get you in without reminding ourselves of the moment that your character, Kyle, married on-screen wife Chardonnay.
Which looks like me and Pete.
A little tiny bit.
It does, doesn't it?
Now, was that inspired by your wedding, or was your wedding inspired by theirs?
I definitely wouldn't have copied that. I thought they copied us, but apparently you got married before us. But I know I wasn't. Well, the dresses are the same. Actually, scarily the same.
It's striking.
Was that not just after Porsche and Beck's, though?
Yeah. Oh,
see, look. Yeah. You'd think I did copy that.
That is amazing. Well, again, we couldn't have you here without getting the lovely Susie Amy on. So here she is, your screen wife, Chardonnay Pascoe, reunited on screen for the first time in 15 years. Here she is, Susie Amy. Well, I'm just gutted you're not wearing the dress.
I know. And Katie, I was just looking back to see the dates, to see who did
who did it first?
2002, 2005.
Is it true you two were drunk, like you say, China White Days, when you did that scene?
I don't know about her, but I probably was.
I don't think we were drunk. I've got quite a good memory, and I do remember we were up quite late the night before. But
oh, so for you, lying there having a little sleep was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I was exhausted that day, because on a day like that, where you have to come in and get the full makeup and that gorgeous dress and all the props everywhere, you're in so early.
Yeah.
You end up doing such long days, so we were exhausted.
Yeah, we were, yeah. It was amazing,
That must have been such a blast, though, that series, doing Footballers' Wives. It was so outrageous, wasn't it?
It was so fun. I mean, it was one of my favourite jobs. And looking back, I feel so lucky to have been involved in that so young. I mean, Gary was 19 and I was 20 when we were cast in that. And I remember when I first went in for the audition, I was like, do we know who's playing Kyle? And they saw me about 7 times. I auditioned over and over for that. And when they said it was Gary, obviously I knew him from Hollyoaks, which he was still doing even when we started filming. And I was like, oh, I really want to get this. He's absolutely gorgeous. I always remember that.
Take that.
I always remember
And did you just click right away? Was there a real sort of team effort on the show? Did everyone get on?
I mean, personally...
Did you click off screen ever?
Always. She's just amazing. But when we did the show, we didn't know what we were doing, because it was just crazy. You read the script, you go, how is this ever going to work? You know, and then we all sat in a screening of it and we're like, I still don't get it. And then it just went down a storm. It was just massive. It was an amazing time, and this one made it extra amazing.
What do you, I mean, obviously there isn't like a Footballer's Wife, as far as I know, that is due to come back. But would you maybe go into Hollyoaks and be reunited that way?
I definitely want her in Hollyoaks. You've got to come up.
Well, it's really funny, because I left Footballers' Wives potentially before I wanted to. So there were a lot of politics and a lot of things that you were like, oh, I didn't say yes to that. And anyway, I was put under a bit of pressure from the agency I was with at the time to move on and do something else. And I didn't feel like I was ready to leave, and it was really sad. I was really, really upset.
Why did you have to go, if you
it was just... There were a few things that kind of happened at work. They were like, oh, we explained this to you, and I was like, you didn't, and you know... Anyway, Gary was always really supportive of me during that, but then my agent, who had taken me out of a theatre production I did when I was 18 and had always supported me, said, we want you to leave. So I did, because I kind of went with them rather... And these days, I would have made my own decision on that. So for that reason, I would love to work with Gary again, because I really feel that...
Unfinished business.
Yeah, a lot of unfinished business. So, yeah.
Good, we'd love it.
Let's do it.
Well, we can't actually wait that long, because we're going to recreate you here on the show today.
No, it's not happening. There you go. Shall I go church now?
Absolutely beautiful. Can we just say, no expense spent?
I'm crying because I'm excited for the next wedding.
I know.
Well, yours?
I'm joking.
Can we just say no horses were harmed in the making of all of that?